Okay, hold on. Hi, guys. Or wait. Hey, guys. Oh, wait. Hello, darling. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I'm so happy to be. Okay. Hey, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am CC Gooden. Those of you who know me know that my previous name for this page was Lux Talk Podcast. I had a podcast since 2019. The podcast is discontinued right now. So for those who was following the podcast, or if you're new to discovering that I have a podcast, that would be a separate video on why that's discontinued at the moment. So right now you're going to be getting videos like this. So for all my new people, bear with me because I am very, very new to this YouTube space. I am long overdue for being on YouTube, okay? I got my headphones. I said I could take my headphones off because I don't need it because I already tested the sound, but I'm kind of cute, so I'm just going to keep it rolling, okay? I'm in my beauty room, you guys. It still needs some little work, so bear with me right now with that. Bear with me, period, okay? I am your new internet bestie, all right? I am going to be giving you a lot of different content on this channel, a lot of pop culture news because I love to talk about pop culture. It's just my thing. So if that's not what you're into, then you just won't click on the videos. It's quite simple. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Cecily CC Gooden. Nickname is CC. That is also my professional name. I am a creator. I'm an actress. I have several movies on Tubi. I've been acting long before Tubi though, because if you don't have anything on Tubi, anything you did prior to Tubi, it just does not matter apparently, which is really not the case. But anyways, so I do have a couple of movies in there. My website will be in the description of this video. It's a link tree to everything that I do. I have some music on here because I just discovered that I was a rapper randomly a couple of years ago. It's a hobby, so it's something fun that I like to do. I wrote a movie, you guys, so I am a writer. I did write a movie. We filmed it a couple of months ago. It's called What About Your Friends, and it will be out, and it's just the bomb. But you're going to get a lot of content from me. I have so much to offer to the world, and hopefully people can learn from my mistakes, go on the journey with me that I'm on right now that I'm about to tell you about and whatnot. So I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there, there's a lot of content creators out there, and there is room for everyone. So make room for me, because period. Let me just tell you guys, if you have been thinking about starting a YouTube channel or get into the content creator space and you just don't know where to start, a lot of people always tell me, just do it, just do it, just do it. So I've had this microphone here for about 3 weeks now, okay? And I didn't know when I was going to start, how I was going to start. While I'm at work, I'm always thinking about different topics, and I'm always watching YouTube, and it'd be the things that I want to talk about. I'm like, damn, I want to talk about that. If you looking to start, they say just start, and sometimes that's just hard to do because I be wanting the look of everything. I be wanting a certain aesthetic. I just want the whole 9 yards. I still have to figure out how to put the bell and hey, subscribe here. I don't know anything about that. If y'all got some suggestions, give it to me. But I'm still learning, so I'm like, you know what? I want people to come with me on the journey as I grow and to figure things out, and hopefully this help you all too. So I found the perfect way to come to you guys with my first video, and that's to talk about my toxic relation. I'm probably supposed to be looking there, but I keep looking at myself. But I love myself, that's why I keep looking. Anyways, my toxic relationship with acting. I've been acting since 2011. So if you are here because you saw my post on Facebook that said something along the lines of me and acting broke up and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to spin the block again. If you're here, welcome. I'm going to explain. Now, I appreciate a lot of people for reaching out to me because they took that as me quitting, because I think about quitting acting often. So a lot of people actually, showed support. I got a lot of phone calls. I probably should turn this mic down. Let me see. I'm still learning, y'all. I'm still learning. Got a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts, a lot of love and support. A couple of people was like, don't post that, don't post that. Don't show emotions. People are looking for you to fail. And I understand where they're coming from, but I am a little strategic. So what my post was very valid in how I feel, right? I thought, well, this is the perfect time for me to start my YouTube off with a video talking about why I am or was debating about quitting acting. So if you are here to be nosy to see why I'm quitting, or that know that I am quitting, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but baby, we don't quit over here. Let's be very clear. I may pause, but we don't quit. There's a journey that I'm on, and I hope you guys could come on the ride with me, and hopefully this helps others. Professionally, I've been doing this actively since 2011, right? And I'm probably going to make another video going into a little more detail about some of the issues that I do have with, acting or the acting community. But I live in Detroit, Michigan. I'm born in Queens, New York, but I live in Detroit. And we do have a very big and growing independent film industry here. And the film industry here itself makes me absolutely hate acting. Like a deep hatred in my soul. The things that goes on in the industry that I have experienced is very unfortunate. It's a lot of disrespect I have gotten in this industry, right? And I'm a big girl, I'm a tough cookie, so people don't scare me off. However, I always had dreams of bigger, like Hollywood. That's always been the hierarchy, right? And so we didn't have a Tubi or Amazon Prime or anything like that when I first started coming up. So Hollywood has always been a hierarchy. So there's nothing wrong with Tubi, Amazon Prime, or any other streaming services that, it's not maybe highly publicized, but, people watch movies on. But I think it's great what we're doing. I think it's just very unfortunate about how people are going about it in my city. When you are listening to people from LA that's in the business give advice, a lot of times they always say start in your hometown, right? And because we have such a great growing big film industry here, it's a no-brainer for me to be a part of it. It just seems like a lot of people don't want me a part of it. Sorry, a lot of people that y'all don't want me up in the room, son, y'all. But child, I don't feel like I'm a part of the community here. I feel like I visit the community, and I've tried. However, we're on two separate pages. I've gotten a lot of disrespect from people who, one, can't act, don't have the talent of an egg. Okay, my dog got more talented than the people that disrespect me, that think that they're everything. That's very unfortunate, and I am fully aware that you're gonna run into this type of stuff everywhere you go, especially if you're trying to get out to California or New York or whatever. You're gonna run into that. It's just unfortunate that I thought that, I was a part of a community, and it's not. There's a hierarchy in Tubi, apparently, and I discovered that being here. I will give an example. I have a very extensive resume, right? I've been acting for a long time. So when I go to auditions, I'm constantly getting callbacks for extras. And so I think that's so disrespectful, even with people that I actually know. And a lot of times they'll give me something that they'll say, oh, well, we just haven't found the role for you. But it's like, y'all are not writing complex characters, you know what I'm saying, that I can't play. I never look at movies and say, damn, why he or she in it? I look at certain movies and just like, well, damn, how I didn't get in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I can't even be the nurse. I can't be the waitress or something. Like, so I'm not worthy enough to have a line? I'm giving you this deep-ass resume right here. And you're telling me you want to call me to be an extra? I think that's very disrespectful. I've been doing this for very too long. I'm not going to be an extra, baby. I'm not doing that. Unless it's for Beverly Hills Cop, which I was an extra for. Because, period. This video is not to go into the specifics about why I was debating about quitting acting. Because it's definitely on pause right now. But I want to talk about where my mindset, where it was, where it is, and where it needs to be. Okay? So, yes, of course, things are not working out for me the way that I had hoped here. A lot of experiences kind of make me want to be introverted, unfortunately. I took a step back, especially I had a run-in with an actor, a very nasty run-in with this man. It was so disrespectful to me. He was like disrespecting the work that I've done. Because again, I told y'all it's a hierarchy in Tubi, apparently. Disrespected me in front of a lot of people. And I'm so proud of myself because the old me definitely would have knocked all that shit over. I ain't gonna hold you up, okay? Or I definitely could have talked about him down, because what you're gonna learn is that I am one of the shady queens, okay? I'm gonna shade you down to the ancestors, okay? Don't mess with me. I realized, like, you know what, this isn't my tribe. You know, I had someone also tell me, well, you walk in a room and you think you're better than everybody. Oh. Well, first of all, a couple of minutes ago, you just told me that you were a better actor, comedian, and rapper, and this and that. You just told me you were better than me at everything. And then 10 minutes later, you're telling me, well, you come in the room and think, first of all, I don't think anything. Let's be very clear. So what I know is what I know. Whatever energy that you're getting off of me, that's just a reflection of your insecurities, and that actually has nothing to do with me. I'm just sure of myself, and I'm confident, and I walk with my head held high, and I walk in rooms and I say hello to everyone. I be by myself most of the time, and I be in my own little world. I just saw something in this industry here that I just don't like, and it was like, again, a lot of disrespect. Especially the last couple of months, I've received a lot of disrespect, and that is a story for another time, that one specifically. But it made me introverted, and it kind of shied me away from it. I'm not going to hold you guys up. And it just made me like, you know what, whatever. I was doing other things, you know. Like I said, I wrote the movie. I'm writing other movies. I have my podcast going on and just other interests. And I already go in and out of a relationship with acting anyway, because of course you go on hundreds and hundreds of auditions and you don't get the part right. However, for my actors out there, your goal is to go in, present the character, and leave it there. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Like someone said, well, what roles here have you wanted that you didn't get? And then I'm like, actually, there's not one role that I actually wanted that I didn't get. Then I had to think, like, you know what? This is not being independent, and I love what we got going on here. That's fine, but there's somewhere else that I would love to be, and I think that I would be a great fit for it. You know, I've been out to Cali, and I visited out there to different classes, and been around a lot of people in the industry and talked to a lot of people in the industry, and I've gotten a lot of, you know, confirmation from that. I know that if I was out there, that I would be okay. A lot of people say, well, I mean, why would you want to go anywhere else? Why do you want to leave Detroit? And it's just like, but that okay, if you don't want to leave, that's on you. But I did go through a period where I'm just like, well, maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. I went through that. But I was very depressed at that time, and my confidence was low, especially due to I was in a terrible relationship, and everything in my life was just not going well. So my confidence was a little low. However, there was still that glimmer in me that was like, girl, bye. You that bitch. Stop playing. But I did go through my mind, like, well, then maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I ain't got it. I'm trying to be Morgana Freeman out here. I ain't it. But then I laughed it off. I'm like, let me stop playing, because I am it. Let's stop playing here. I'm not sure if acting is something that I'm supposed to be doing anywhere, because in the last couple of years, I discovered I could do multiple things. I've always wanted to do all things. I am the female Jamie Foxx. I say that all the time. When I was younger, the dream was a conglomerate of everything. I want to be an actress. I want to create my own projects. I want to have a book. I want to have a talk show. I wanted to be the girl to do all the things, because those are things that I love to do. I rediscovered myself when I got single. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother video. That was during the pandemic, and the last couple of years, I'm like, I can act. I mean, I can rap. Oh shit. Okay, that was therapeutic for me. I loved it. I love to do that, but I also like to write, so I think that's why I like to rap. And it's, like I said, it's therapeutic. I never thought I'd be able to just go ahead and write movies right now. I thought that was going to be later on down the line, but we do have things, the upside of having streaming services like a Tubi and independent, where you can go ahead and get your movies put out there. Now you don't have to wait. That's the upside. I've always been a personality, so me doing a podcast, that just goes hand in hand with me wanting to have my own talk show. I did stand-up comedy 3 times. I want to get back to it because I'm actually funny, because period. At some point, I was like, well, damn, maybe I should be just strictly writing and behind the scenes. Maybe acting isn't working for me because that's just not what I'm supposed to be doing. But also, there's something in my heart that tells me that that's not necessarily true either. I took a pop-up class recently, And I said, I just want to see if there's just like a little spark in me. You have your ebbs and flows with acting. Acting is I call it a very abusive relationship. Like, it's so toxic and it just cheats on you all the time. It's so fluid. Acting is so fluid. It just be men, women. You just don't care. You just be with anybody. But it beats you up. It tears you down. I see, y'all. I'm trying to. It's trying to focus on me, and I'm trying to. It's. I got. Why every time I talking moves? I was just like, okay. So I got some confirmations, and I was like, you know what? All right, let's reset. So here is where my journey is about to take place. Acting is on pause right now. I had to self-reflect, and I had to think, all right, Cece, where do you want to go? When you are lost and you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you should be doing because what you're doing right now doesn't seem like it's working, and you're not getting the results that you're looking for, you start seeking outside forces. I had to stop listening to outside forces. When you are lost and you're not sure what you're doing and what's going on around you, and you're not sure where you're going and what you need to be doing, that is a scary space, because it's okay, sure, to consult with others. But a lot of times when you are consulting with too many people, one, everybody does not have your best interest at heart. So it's like meat. You know, I had a friend that references this one time. It's like you keep putting so much seasoning on your meat and it's getting too salty. I had to switch cameras real quick. Okay, so I had to look inward and say, okay, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Who are you right now? I said, let me take a step back, because this is something that I love. And what I did do, though, I did talk to just like maybe a couple of people that are the closest to me, that known me the most and the longest, right? Because especially my childhood friends, because they're the ones who know who Cece was when she was young. That's something that I did do just to get a better reflection of how I was perceived to them. So at one point I was like, maybe acting just wasn't my passion. Maybe that's just something I just like doing. Maybe it's not my passion. But because I get so upset about it, I feel like it is one of my passions, because I get so angry about it. I just think, unfortunately, that the things that I've been through here in the industry has jaded me a lot. So right now, my journey, I'm working on myself, right? And I said, all right, I'm going to fall back in love with acting again. So there's some things that I need to do for that to happen. I'm setting myself up for a class I'm going to be taking, I think about in October, which is a good time for me, because there are things I'm going to be doing to prepare for that. I had to look and see, are you doing everything that you say you want to be here, but are you completely ready for it? At one point in time, I was ready for it. And then along the way, I wasn't. So if I had to say, are you prepared for an opportunity if it's presented to you today from where you really want the opportunity to come from? And because my answer today is not a yes like it would have been before, then it's not a I will be ready. No, you need to be ready. And that's my baby in the back. Don't mind him. He just want to be in the camera. I said no. You are not where you really need to be in life. I know what I lack. And honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I lack discipline. Okay? It's gotten better over the years, but that is something that I was missing even as a child. That wasn't I just lack discipline. It's not my fault. It's my fault if I don't do anything about it now, but I have the ambition, I have the drive. Without discipline, none of that's working. And I have the hustle as well. But if you wanted to say hi, just say that. Anyways, you got an attitude, whatever. I lack discipline and I lack routine. And I need to, be working out and just, having my regular everyday routine. What happened to me a couple of years ago, I was homeless for a minute. I know, right? Y'all would never know because I was still cute all throughout. I'll give that story in another video. Because you're gonna be getting a lot of videos from me. But I was hustling even more. I had multiple jobs. I was always on the go, always moving around. So because my life has always been all around, and don't have any structure, I even lacked more discipline and lack more structure. So I said, you're gonna fall back in love with acting again. And this time you need to do it the right way. You cannot give up on something if you haven't given it your 100% all. Okay? 80% is not good enough. 75% is not good enough. 90% is not. You need to go all in 100%. So, in my journey to fall back in love with acting and get back in the ring so I can start knocking bitches out, okay? Because I need to prepare for it. And right now, the things that I'm doing, I was going to make this video when I completed the journey, but I'm like, what fun is that? Let's talk about it right now, because there could be other people that was going through the same thing. What I want for myself, I said I need a schedule. It needs to be just like school, like just like back in the day. I need a complete schedule, whether I'm getting up and doing my meditations, if you're into that, like a certain time to, do my facial regimen. I want to be a little more militant with myself. I want to do the same routine every single day, and I want to be able to get up and go to the gym before I go to work. My job makes me very, very lazy, and it makes me not want to do anything. I lack more routine, even more with this job, so I can't let it allow me to be that lazy, And so also, I'm rediscovering myself even more. So some of the things that I do, I'll share with you guys, is I have a lot of workbooks that I work on. So I'm going to put the link in the description for all the things I'm about to show you guys. But I have a lot of these. So this is just something I do. Maybe it'll help. But this one's called You Goal Girl, right? So it's a goal setting workbook. So it helps me kind of figure out which my goals, whether it's daily, monthly type things like that. And it just helps you kind of get down to exactly what it is that you're going for. What are you striving for? And how can we go about it, right? I have a lot of books that helps you discover who you are. And this book here, 300 Questions About Me. It's still fairly new, but I've worked on it. But I like this book as well because it's asking me, it allows me to think a little more about my past and a little bit more about myself. I think it's important to have books like this because you start to remember things and you start to realize, it's kind of therapeutic. It's like therapy. It's like, oh, wait. Damn, I did do that. That's probably why I like to do this. Or dang, that's probably why I feel like this. This is therapy itself. I mean, I do advise people to go to therapy. I'm not in therapy anymore right now, child. I'm so tired of finding the right therapist. That's a whole other topic. But I do highly recommend people to go to therapy. I'm a person I'm very self-aware. I'm not saying that I know every single thing. I'm not saying that. But I am very self-aware. So my issues is not knowing what my issues are. It's more so navigating through the issues is what I have problems with. However, in the meantime, until I find me a therapist that's working for me, this is actually working for me. I have this book right here called this book is about you, right? So all these books are getting to know yourself, but in different ways and actually different questions. It's really these are really workbooks, right? This one is my favorite, The Story of My Life, because it's kind of like writing your bio. And I'm telling you guys, there's some things that I done forgot that I've been through or that I've done. And plus, I want to be prepared when I do my Eat You Hollywood stories and my biographies and my interviews. When they ask me, hey, what made you want to do this? Or, hey, this and the third. I need to be prepared because life happened to me over the past couple of years. I've been kicked down a flight of stairs several times in my life. And I forgot a lot of things. There's things that I just kind of pushed in the back of my mind. So this actually helps me be a better person. I think there's one more book I didn't show you guys. And that was the Self-Love Workbook. This is for women. Now, I'm sure they got some for men. So if you're a guy watching this, look for it. Something for men. I got this off of Amazon, I believe. I'm going to put the link in the description of the video. But because self-love is important. I have to take care of myself. I'm single. I have a dog. I don't have any kids. And so even for me to I want to attract all great things. I want to attract a great man, a great husband. I want to attract the right career. He wants to be a part so bad. He needs a haircut. You're so embarrassing. I just want to attract the right things. And in order for me to do that, I gotta be great. I have to be prepared for all the things that I want. And so I'm going to be doing this. This is a routine that I have now where I have it. Y'all, I haven't went to the gym. I'm going to start the gym process tomorrow, actually. Because that's something I've gained some weight, especially over shutdown. Shutdown, if, for those of you who don't know, I work at the plant, so we go off work for like 2 weeks. And so, baby, I was eating good. Okay, but I want to be in shape. I remember reading this book, Megan Good's ex-husband, Devon Franklin. I didn't finish the book, but I think it was like the 10 Commandments of Hollywood or something like that. He said, if Megan Good was like, she want to do certain roles, and he just like, well, what are you doing to prepare for it? Like, you want to do more action roles, so you need to be more, fit. And so, where I want to go, the spaces that I want to be in, and the places I want to be, and the roles that I want, right? I need to be in shape mentally and physically and spiritually for myself. So I feel like I'm almost starting over in a sense to me, because what I'm going after requires me to really go hard. And in order for me to go hard, I got to get right and I got to be right. So I'm not quitting. It is on pause, but only because I'm getting myself together, and I think that's very important. A lot of times we feel like we're going to miss out. I've actually been wanting to take a break from a lot of things, but you're scared because of age. I am a woman of a particular age. Don't ask me how old I am. I like to say I'm 28 and up, because period. I'm not where I thought I would be at this age. I'm in my early 30s, and so I thought I was going to be on top of the world by 24. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. If you are somebody that's thinking about giving up something, don't give up. Just regroup. If you love it, regroup. If you absolutely don't love it, if I didn't love acting, I wouldn't even feel compelled to make this video. I wouldn't have even posted the post that I made. I made that post about me, thinking about not spinning the block on acting because we broke up. And breakup happens all the time. I'm pretty sure Ashanti and Nelly didn't think they were going to get back together, and they did. So I'm a woman and I'm allowed to change my mind. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't talk about it. I wouldn't be upset about it. My feelings wouldn't be hurt about it. When I was young, I used to see biographies all the time where people say, yeah, they used to tell me I wasn't going to make it and yada, yada, yada. And I used to be like, damn. And when I got older, I'm like, oh, people really tell you that to your face? God damn. And then also, when you go through a breakup, when you've been with somebody for years, that changes you a lot. So I'm also rediscovering who I am as a woman right now. I change all the time. So I gotta get to know this version of Cece. She a little different. And Cece, and I separate the two. That's a whole nother video. Because I am Cecily. That's who I am when I'm most vulnerable, right? But that Cece girl, that's the girl that's ready to take over the world. But I gotta take care of Cecily first. And I think it's the perfect time to take a break, because you think you're missing out on the world and thinking life is passing you by, and we're not promised tomorrow. I want to be in a great headspace whenever my time go. I don't want to be sad, depressed, depleted. I don't want any of that. And I realized also in this journey that I've been in lately, because I've already been on this awareness journey and self-love journey, and working on these workbooks, and then I realized, like, girl, you had it right all along. You have to trust in yourself. If you can't trust nobody, which I have trust issues, I trust myself though. And sometimes there have been times where I question or second guess myself, and like, damn, I should have followed my first mind because I was right. And I'm not saying that I'm above approach. I'm not saying I'm above criticism at all. I could take criticism if it's placed in the right way. Like, if you're just saying something and it just doesn't have, root, it's like, what? But I realized I know what I'm doing. And the last confirmation for me the other day, I was watching something. Out of all the entertainers that I've watched that talked about their journey, this person had almost literally not even almost, the exact plan that I had for myself on how I wanted to move. And I've never heard anybody say it in the way that she said it. And she is Sagittarius. That was another confirmation. And her birthday's the day after mine. I was like, that was it. And I said, I've never heard nobody say that. And when I say it or talk about it, people say, no, don't do it that way. No, I'm right. Being in the entertainment period is a toxic as hell, because you're gonna deal with so much. You're gonna deal with criticism. You're gonna put out projects that people are gonna absolutely hate. People may hate you, but you gotta stay strong. You gotta stand tall. You gotta get through it. It's gonna be ebbs and flows. You know what I'm saying? But I had to get back in the ring, and I also had to get back in training, which is like, it's like boxing. You know, you gotta train for it before you had a big fight, and before you start, having your fights. And me taking the classes, that's where I'm the most happiest at. That's how I know when I took up that pop-up class, it was just like, 2 hours, I think, 2-3 hours. And I felt that feeling I used to get when I used to be in classes before, or when I was like, fresh with acting. I felt that again. I'm like, it's still in me. I just gotta go about it a different way. And I just gotta understand that certain tribes is just not your tribe. I commend everybody that's doing their thing. I'm happy for everybody that's here. Some of my peers are in a lot of great projects, and I had the pleasure of working with them. I had the pleasure of, like I said, doing my own film, which I can't wait for you guys to see. So I'm gonna keep you posted on that. But I learned a lot of things, and I'm taking all of that and all of the negative, and I'm turning it around. So again, if you saw my post and you're watching this video to be nosy and to think that, we're just going to completely stop, baby. I'm Cece. Come on now, please. Whatever you're doing or trying to do it. Okay? It's just simple. Just do it. It sounds cliche. Nike. Just do it. I'm telling you. I didn't want to start this yet, because I'm like, no, I want my setup. I want this. I want that. Child, please. Y'all see these damn disco lights in the goddamn room. Okay. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. I got 2 iPhones. There's no reason why I can't just go ahead and start. I got my little microphone from Amazon, and I bought a whole thing of equipment. Child, that's the podcast episode I'll talk about while I'm not doing my podcast anymore, or at least not right now. But I hope this finds someone that needs to hear it. And hey, who to say that when I go on this journey that I may discover that, hey, I don't want to do acting anymore. But you know what? One of my peers said it, once an actress, always an actress. You're always going to be an actress. You're never not going to be it. It's in you. It is what it is. And I received that. And she's right. So no matter how many times I stop and keep, whatever, it's still me. I still did it. It's still who I am. And but I was gonna say, who to say I may discover, like, you know what, I want to focus on this, and this is what I love to do more, regardless of the fact you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you are. I feel like in my heart of hearts, once I get my routine down, you guys, and really get on, like, discipline and really on my shit, I feel like I'm gonna be hella unstoppable even more, and y'all in trouble. Okay, if you were scared before, y'all in trouble. CC coming, and not in the way I would like. Okay. Anyways, again, I am CC Gooden. Welcome to the new, improved version of my channel. Please like and subscribe. If you have any tips and suggestions for me, please put them in the comments, okay? I will be doing more videos, so look for me, and you can follow me on all social media platforms. And I'm excited. I was so nervous to turn on the camera and the microphone, because I was just like, oh my God, am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, whatever. I don't care if I get 10 fucking views. 10 people is going to be inspired, because period. I have lived a lot in the last couple of years, so I'm going to be making a lot of motivational videos, because a lot of people are probably going to need to hear what I got to say. So thank you for tuning in if you stay for the whole time. And, you guys have a great day, and see you soon.